Is there a child in here that we heard crying before?
That was like a whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost Dimension.
Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday again, and we're going to do some readings and have some insight with everybody. I want to welcome everybody here today. Much appreciated that you're coming here, and I hope I can assist you guys a little bit. I will ask, as it's the beginning, we have a lot of people that are kind of hurting out there, and actually there was a dear friend of mine and many in the Native community, Gabe Ayala. He lost his 21-year-old son over the past weekend in a car crash, and I want to actually ask everybody to kind of add energy, and I'm going to say prayer today for all the people that are hurting physically, emotionally, spiritually, and anything that you want to toss in there too. As I say the prayer, please feel free. But I am going to do a little bit of prayer today. All right, so I call to the sacred winds to carry my words, to the Creator God, to the ancestors of the north, the south, the east, the west, above, below, and within. I call to the sacred winds to carry our words, to the winged ones, the four-leggeds, the plant people, the crystal keepers, the angelic realm, to my brother Christ, to Mother Mary, to Magdalene, and all the spirits that have walked with us or before us and have gone to the spirit lands. I thank you for all the many blessings that you bestow upon us to this day and beyond, and I ask that from this moment forward to give us infinite amounts of healing energies so that we can store them in healing amounts, in infinite amounts, and use them in the days ahead as we see fit. We thank you all for the many blessings that have been bestowed upon us, small and large, to this day and beyond. And I thank you all for hearing our prayer today as we humbly stand before you. Aho. Okay, guys, just kind of really important to take that moment, no matter how you're taking it, whether it's thoughts of somebody that you know, and I'm taking the cards out right now, of people that you know that are struggling, or even it could be yourself that's struggling. I know I had a taxing weekend emotionally, so yeah, I get it. So it's always good to say a little prayer or put a little thought up to the universe for some help. So let's see who's here today. Hi, Margaret. How are you? I hope you're well. Okay, so I'm not sure who you are, but make sure I see your name from wherever you are. That's just allowing StreamYard to see who you are just for this. They don't collect the information, but it allows me to see who you are. So if I come down and you want a card, I can get it. Okay, hi, Deb Diver. How are you? And oh, it was okay. It was a lot this weekend. I had the kids home, so in that respect, it was awesome. And I got to go over and spend some time with my mother-in-law, and just, yeah, it was good in that aspect. Absolutely. All right. Hi, Cookie. How are you? Hi, James. How are you? Okay. Let's see. Hang on. Hi, Shannon. How are you? I see you're here. Oh, man. Whew. Yeah, I'll start you out today. I can do that. Yeah, I can give you one too, Maud. Hang on a minute. Let me just kind of scoot down here a little bit. I see you guys are all talking. So let's see what we come up with for you today, Margaret. I saw those pictures that you sent me of some of your paintings that you were doing. They were lovely. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, and if you see, well, Pip's trying to figure out if she wants to come out, but Mango's flying around here somewhere. I think he just flew out of his cage. So I don't know. If you see them flying, I know they're out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so your card today. Whoop, yep, there's my little angel. She looks like an angel with wings going over my head. That's Pippi. All right, so your card today is the desert wolf, okay, which is also known as the coyote, okay? So, all right, when that energy comes around, and what I see is, okay, so the coyotes also are represented in other cultures, like the Kokopelli within Indian cultures, Pan within Greek mythology, and it's known as different things. Loki, you know, y'all know what a scoundrel he was in the Thor movies, right? So this is how the coyotes present, okay? So, but today what I'm seeing is there's something that's around you right now that you're not really seeing clear. You're not like seeing the real reason for it, because it's kind of masked, the real reason, but it's almost because you're missing what it is for. Oh, you're looking at it, but you're not seeing exactly what it means. And it's like you're almost like you're putting fear into it, but you shouldn't, because you're just not seeing it clearly so that you can understand it. Yeah, they want you just to take a breath. Don't add fear to it. And coyotes, if you know, they're very skittish, and they go in packs, but they go wide out and they communicate with each other. And this is like communication isn't coming clear to you right now. I'm seeing it kind of like, the word I just got was like jiggly, like it's a little here, a little there. So you're not getting the clear picture. And it's almost because you're not quite understanding what or how someone is telling you this. So you need to kind of be open to the good things. Don't add fear to it, because it's nothing to be fearful of. It's going to, whatever this is going to cause a little bit of change within your life, but it's nothing bad. But it's just because you have to step back. And if you don't understand something, and I'm hearing this really loudly, if you don't understand something, ask for the explanation, or ask them to explain it in a different way that makes sense to you. You know, oftentimes people are put into, you know, situations or whatever, and they're listening, but they're not really hearing the true meaning. And it could be just because you're not understanding the lingo they're saying, or the language behind it. So whatever this is, just breathe, it'll be okay. But make sure you step up and ask if you need assistance in understanding what it all involves. Okay, so that is your card today, Margaret. You're the first one out of the gate today, and it is the desert wolf, or the coyote. So I'm gonna go down the line a little bit. Hi, Maud. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're well. Deb Diver. I was so sorry, Deb, to hear and see that your little beautiful gray guinea pig had passed. I know we had them for a long time when Taylor was in her early teens. We had an Oreo. One was named Oreo, and I forget what the name of them. They are such great pets for people. They're very cuddly, and hi, Mango. They're very cuddly, and they're just great pets. So I was sorry to hear that, Deb. Okay, Maudie, let's see what I got for you today. You're not getting these cards, Mango, so go away. All righty. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, I haven't seen this card in a while. This is kind of this is a cool card. I really like them. I wish we had them here, but we don't in Michigan. And it's the Black Swan. Okay. So what I'm hearing, the first thing I was hearing with that is beauty from within, beauty from within. And it's like almost like your confidence in yourself and your abilities has kind of like, you've kind of lost a little bit of it. You know, and one of the hardest things for us to all do is to be able to admit that once what we're doing is okay and it's good and we might be good at it, or we're on a learning curve with it, and loving ourselves and caring about ourselves and putting ourselves in a good place to say, yeah, you know what, I handled that. So I see you stepping back in the shadows, and you need to really just open up to who you are for you. No one else, doesn't matter what anybody else says, but for you. And this is why the black swan shows up, because the black swan is very unique. It's gorgeous, but it's very dark looking. And when they're babies, all they are is little fluff balls. And I actually have some white trumpeter swans out here right now, and their babies are just little fuzzbutts, and they're very cute. But in that in-between stage of growing into the adult is like that awkward stage, right? Even our kids and young people go through that awkward stage. And this is what they're showing me. It's like you almost don't know how, I don't want to say love yourself, but think you matter just as much as anybody else. Doesn't matter how much money people make, or how much money they don't make, or what kind of job they hold or don't hold a job, whatever it is, that's okay, because we're all perfect in our imperfect world, right? And they just want you to kind of step up a little more and care about you. Feed your soul, make you do things that make you happy, and you're really good at many things. So accept that, and don't worry about what other people are saying. And I keep hearing that because it's like coming out of the shadows. Like a lot of people say stuff and blah 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 blah. You can't take it to heart, you know. Maybe because I'm older right now. I've changed a lot over the years, and you know, with that, I guess comes a little bit of wisdom, but I don't really care anymore. I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody, then I don't care what they have to say, you know, and that's the kind of what they want you to do. It's like, don't care what people say, you know, do what you're supposed to be doing. And as long as it's a positive thing, or it's a good thing for you and your family and friends, and it fits, then do it. And don't worry about what everybody else does. You know, it's easy to sit on the other side and be an armchair quarterback, right? You know, you see it all the time on social media where people like pick everybody apart. And I will tell you, politically here in the US, that's a really going down the rabbit hole. And I've actually had to stop myself from doing it a whole lot. I do get it still once in a while, but it's just not healthy. And so I've tried to stop it. There's things that we all do as we grow older that, you know, you realize it's like bringing the negatives into us, and we have to stop that behavior. So we try to be positive, and people always say, well, you know, how can you always be so positive? Well, I'm not always positive. You know, I have things going on in my life as well, and they're difficult to process. But some of it, you just have to honor the emotions of it and then let it go. And I had something that happened over the weekend, and that's exactly where I am. I'm at a point where I have to let it go. So I processed it and you let it go. And you know you're okay. And this is what they're telling you. Just process stuff, but for you. It doesn't have to be somebody else likes it. It doesn't have to be like, I don't like it. I don't care. It doesn't matter what other people think. It only matters what we do for ourselves. And that's what your card is all about today, Maud. And I hope that resonates with you. And that is your card, the Black Swan. I love that card. I actually love them. I wish the Black Swans were here. The only place I can get to see them is in a zoo, and not the Detroit Zoo. Okay, Cookie James. Hello. Oh, for 10 more minutes. Yeah, where you are, Miss Jane. Yeah, anybody who doesn't know who Miss Jane Wilcox is, she's an angel. She does readings with the angel deck that she has and her own intuition. She's very good at what she does. Look her up, say hi, tell her Bear sent you. All right. Okay, I'm going down here. Hi, Shannon. Yes, you can. I will give you a card. Let's see what we've got going here. Okay. Okay, what's going on back? Oh, hang on, guys. Doors open. Birds out. Hang on. Hang on. Ooh, that's not good. Yep, that is so not good. You guys know that would be bad. If they got into the other part of the house, woo, that would not be a good thing. So I apologize for that. Wow, that would not have been good. Flying in the rest of the house would not have been good. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's see what I got for you, Miss Shannon. Oh, these birds, sometimes they give me a heart attack. All righty, here we go. It's kind of cloudy here today. It's windy. Typical May. We had hard frost the past few days. People are saying, oh, I just planted my garden. We never plant the garden here in Michigan before June 1. Up north, that is. We just don't. Too many hard frosts come in. All right, so Shannon, let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right, so for you today, I've got the rabbit. Okay, so let's see what the rabbit is for you today. Okay, so rabbits are actually getting their little dwellings taken care of now, and they have little babies coming in and everything now because it's spring here. And here's my baby. And when you see rabbits, sometimes it's about fear, sometimes it's about having confidence in yourself. And this is what I'm hearing really loud. You need confidence in yourself. Everything you have that you need to have to be able to deal with stuff, you have. You have the experience, you have the heart for it, you have the mind for it, you're kind, and you just have to remember to kind of to shelter yourself a little bit, you know, because like I was saying with the rabbits, you know, they have fear, and you can literally scare a rabbit to death because they're, whatever, for whatever reason, they're very easily rattled. Okay, so you don't want to add fear to things. You don't want to add things like, oh, I can't do this, I can't deal with this, it's too much, how much more can I go through? Because when you put that out and you say, oh, I can't do it, how much more can I go through? It comes back to you because they'll say, okay, well, we'll just keep giving it to you and you can figure it out. Because you just said, how much can I handle? How much can I do? And what I'm seeing is whatever the situation is, you're adding fear that you don't have what you need, the strength. And I'm getting like the strength, the emotional strength to kind of push through this stuff. I just heard in my head, like raining on your parade, like, you know, it's raining on your parade. And then they switch it over to, and I'm hearing in my head really loud, is Barbara Streisand. That was one of the big songs, if you know who she is, and I think everybody does. She had in a movie, and the song was, "And Don't Rain on My Parade." Go look it up and listen to it. You have to take strength within yourself to accomplish things. It's okay to slow down and breathe. It's okay to honor the emotions that you're going through. And it's a way to kind of release it as you honor it. Even if it's, you know, I said somebody the other day, even if it's anger, and I had some stuff, and I'm not going to get into what it was, but it made me very upset, made me very angry over the weekend, and I had to expel that. I had to talk about it. I had to get it out. I had to rage, and believe me, I was raging, okay? And then when I let it go, it was better because I honored how I felt. Okay, and everybody is entitled to that. And that's why when the rabbit pops up for you, no matter how you're feeling, Shannon, you have to allow that to come through and release it. Okay, so if you're angry, you know, go outside like I did, yell, scream, be mad. You know, I did. I was talking out loud to the person it was. And it wasn't about anybody that was here. It was about somebody that passed. And just things that I found, I was very angry and very upset and unbalanced because of it. It threw me off for a loop. And after I let it go, I felt better. So this is what they're saying to you. Don't add fear to it, you know, rabbit's fear. Don't race through it to get to the other end. Because rabbits are, you know, everybody says, oh, the rabbits are fast. They can be fast, but there's often times that you'll see them moving and then they slow down and then they move to another area. And this is what you've got to do. Stop adding fear, or not even adding, it's like holding fear. Okay, you're like holding fear. Let it go. You'll get through this fine. You have what it takes to do this, whatever the situation, and I kind of feel like whirling around you, like how leaves would blow up or dust would blow up when a breeze comes through. So it's kind of intermittent, but it's like you just feel like you just get your feet level, and then whoosh, this wind comes up and stirs up stuff all over again, and it's almost like you're having to relive it over and over. Just don't add fear. Honor your emotions about it and just get through it. You'll be able to push through it very easily. So that is your card. Oh, and the other thing they just yelled, don't go down the rabbit hole, okay? Okay, so the reason that that's said is don't go down the rabbit hole is all about don't listen to people gossiping or talking about stuff. If it's related to you, you know what's going on. Just dismiss it and don't put energy into that, okay? So that is your card today, and I hope that makes sense to you and resonates with you, and thanks for coming on today. I appreciate it, Shannon. Okay, have a great rest of your week. Okay, so I'm going to move down here. I really wish I knew who this was, but you know what? I am gonna just pull a card, whoever you are, okay? Let me see what I can get for you. That's called a double blind read, okay? So hang on. Let me see. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, that's funny because I just said this. I said it's a double blind read, right? Okay, so what comes up? The bat, right? And they're blind. They can't see. They go by radar. Bats are actually really good for the environment. They kill insects. They're actually friendly. It's basically because the entertainment world has put it to like vampires and all that stuff. They're not bad. Vampire bats aren't even bad. But bats in general are good for the environment. But what this is about for you is you have to use your other senses, okay? So things don't always come out to be the way you look at them sometimes, or the way you take a look at them. It's not always what you see. You have to kind of dig deeper. So what they're saying is you need to kind of rely on your other senses, like your hearing, your vibration, that little feeling that comes in when you're like, something feels off, or instincts kicking in, or that little voice inside is recognizing things. It doesn't always show up by seeing. So seeing is not always believing, because sometimes when we see things, we're not looking at the bigger picture. And this is what's coming through for you. If you want to go through whatever this is, like to get through it, to get over it, you have to rely on these other senses. Once you do that and learn to accept that you do have that intuition, that you do understand. We all have intuition. We've all had times in our lives where things come through and it's like, wow, okay, this doesn't feel good. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Or, oh, this is really interesting and I feel good about it. Okay, so you have to rely a little more on yourself, that little voice inside called intuition. And again, I'm hearing really loud. Not everything you see is as it appears. So this is why they want you to use your other senses. Okay, so whoever you are, bless you. Thank you for coming in, and you're listening from your daughter's car. Tell her, whoever, I said hi and blessings to both of you. Okay, and your card's the bat. Thanks for coming in and sharing today. All right. Thank you. We can always use a little bit of love and prayer. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go down here a little bit more. Hang on. Cindy Pinkham. It's okay. It was a lot. It was a lot. That's okay. All right, Margaret, we did give you a card. Okay, I'm going. Hi, Myrtle. How are you? Hi, Joyce. Thank you. Appreciate you. Deb Diver, of course I'll give you a card. Alrighty. Yeah, the little babies. He was, those gray, blue colored guinea pigs were actually pretty rare up here, where I am here in Michigan, for a long time. And then I started seeing them. I think they're just beautiful. Guinea pigs are so sweet. The only thing ours ever did was once in a while, if we have them on our lap and they were cuddling with us on our, sitting on our lap or in our arms, they'd nibble sometimes. That was not appreciated, but sometimes they do. Okay, Miss Deb, let's see what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right, so your card today is the medicine wheel. Okay. It also, when I turned it over, was upside down. Okay, so when they come upside down like that, it means balance. Medicine wheels are all about balance. The medicine wheel comes through the Native American culture, and they're literally divided like a pie would be divided. And I'm feeling a little off tilt, like things are kind of like flipped for you, like almost like things were good, but they weren't kind of fine-tuned, and then all of a sudden you got a little bit of a shake-up, and it's almost like you feel like what they're showing me is like it's a little off kilter, you're a little off balance, like it threw you for a loop, or you didn't expect it, something like that. Okay, so all I was telling you right now is with the medicine wheel, they call it a medicine wheel because it's about the medicines, the mind, body, spirit, our health, our emotional health, our physical health, our spiritual health, right? So they want you to work on you, whatever areas it is that you need to work on. Do it for you, no one else. Take that time, because they're almost saying like, yeah, when things affect her or spiritually they come in where it kind of puts you off a little bit, and it kind of gives you a little bit of sadness or whatever. You don't take the time for yourself to be able to process it. And processing those things is really important. That's how we do stay in balance with our own worlds, right? With the life that's going on around us and all that good stuff. So if we keep it so that we're honoring it and honoring those emotions and honoring the things we need to do to keep us healthy, it will bring balance about. And it is an everyday thing. Sometimes it's an every moment thing, because you can't just walk through and don't put any work into things. And this is for everybody, because if we don't work on ourselves, nobody else is going to do it for us. We're driving our own bus. There's no easy button. There's no way to just go, yep, and just keep going through it. If you want to excel in life, and if you want to move to new experiences that are positive, we have to work on ourselves. And this is what it's all about for you. You have to honor those emotions so you can bring yourself the balance back to your life. And again, like I said, it's not always easy. And sometimes it's not an easy fix, but it has to be a process that we're aware of and that we take and make time for. Okay, so Deb, that's your card, the medicine wheel. And I hope that kind of made sense for you and resonated. Thanks for coming on. I'm glad to see you. I haven't seen you on in a while. Okay, let's see here. Let me go down here. I can. Did I? No, I did not read for you. Hi, how are you, Sharon? I like how you spell your name. That's awesome. I always like something a little different. Shake it up a little, right? Oh, sometimes I look at some of the friends that I grew up with and the names they were saddled with their parents. I'm like, holy crow. I used to see a lot of names too when I was working at Children's Hospital, the newborns that were coming in. Some of the names, let me tell you, I don't know where they get them. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm laughing because Miss Pip is now sitting in Mango's cage on his perch. He's not going to be happy about that. That's okay. All right, so your card today is the moose, okay? I actually saw a clip on the news the other night about a moose up in the UP of Michigan. It was albino. Well, not albino. It was white. No red eyes, but white. Beautiful animals. I would never go near one, though, because they are crazy. All right, so moose, as you can see in this picture, okay, this card, this painting, they're kind of solitude. They walk through very by themselves. The females will have the calves go with them for, I think, 2 or maybe 3 years, when they finally kind of reach maturity and then they go off on their own. The males stay out on their own. And this is kind of what I'm getting right now. It's not that you want to stay out there. You're kind of feeling alone in your life with some of the things that are going on in your life. Like you feel you're the only one that is dealing with this right now. And I also feel like here's a wall and here's you going behind that wall, and you're not letting other people kind of know what's going on or how you're feeling about whatever this is. And I get it, because I'm always saying we have to set our own boundaries. And sometimes we need that. We need that solitude to be able to just deal and cope with some of the things that pop up in our lives, situations, people, just things, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. And sometimes we just have to put those boundaries up, and it's okay if we do. And this is what's coming through for you 100% is this like solitude, looking for peace and calm. So just remember, all you need to do is put your boundaries up, step away from things that are going on around you. Don't put energy into them. Just like I said a little bit ago, it's really easy to get sucked down the rabbit hole when you see all this stuff up. And cannot tell you how many times it's been a couple of years that I've had to train myself. Like I get so rattled by something somebody would say politically or whatever, right? And I'm like, you know what? Let it be. Let it be. It's not going to be. You're not going to win an argument with them. You're not going to. They've got their view. We got our views, and that's the way it has to stay. Just remember, put that wall up if you need that solitude, and if there's nothing wrong with wanting that solitude. I'm also feeling about a separation from a person. Like there's separation there. And I don't mean divorce or anything but I feel like a separation or a loss. And the loss doesn't necessarily mean death and gone to the other side. It could be just death of a relationship, somebody but I feel there's a division that's there. And it's almost like butting heads because, again, solitude, put that border up and deal with your emotions and allow them to occur and know it's okay to have that. But yeah, whatever this contention is, you need to kind of sift through it and kind of just bring it to mind and allow yourself to feel whatever this is. So that's your card today, and it is the Moose. Thank you so much, Sharon, for coming on. I hope that resonates with you. All right, let's see where we go. Hello, Conchetta. How are you? Yes, you can. Hang on 1 second here. Okay. Oh, yeah. And by the way, guys, tomorrow, Holly Jenkins and I will be on Spiritually Paranormal at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And we're going to be talking about skinwalkers and the legends of Bigfoot or Sasquatch, or it's Yeti, or whatever many names that science has put to them. Okay, so it'll be an interesting show. So bring your questions, your thoughts, and whatever, and come and grab a cuppa and sit and see what we can come up with. It's going to be a good show. I'm actually anxious to see it or do it. Sorry. All right, Conchetta, let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right. I don't know. I keep hearing it. You might have heard this already. Maybe not. Okay. So your card today is crocodile. Okay. So the crocodile, and this is all about thick skin. Okay. The hides on the crocodiles and alligators are really thick. Matter of fact, there's only a small areas on their bodies that's basically on their head where they can be mortally wounded so that they die. You can kill them. But otherwise, their skin is actually like an armor, okay? And it actually, if they get hurt, and you'll see this often, sometimes they're missing a limb or they're missing a section of their tail because another gator chewed it off or another croc chewed it off. They got in a fight, right? And they have the ability for their body to produce like what we would need, antibiotics, right? So they fix and heal very easily. It may take time, but it's there within their genetic makeup. And what I keep seeing with this is you're sometimes missing the emotion of it. So it's like you kind of got to take the rosy glasses off, or open the shades or the blinds. You have to allow stuff in sometimes and not build up that heavy armor, so that you're kind of like putting out energy of, leave me alone, I don't want to deal with this, whatever. Okay. And it's kind of a thing that you need to balance, but also you need to have some of it, because and I see whirling around you, and you have to have that tough armor to a degree, they're telling me to tell you, because there's so much negativity, I guess I'll use that word, swirling around you. Okay. But you can see, okay, like the alligator or the crocs, you can see clearly what's going on. You just have to know the balance of opening to being able to help yourself or deal with things on your own, to okay, what's the word they're using? Like, open yourself so that you can balance yourself. Open it just enough so that you get the information, you get the things that you need, the people that are right around you or whatever, but you keep all that negative out. So you've got to find that balance between that heavy armor and no armor. You got to fall in between there some way. Once you learn to balance that and be able to walk and hold that type of an energy, things will be a lot better for you. You almost feel like your people understand you a little better, and you understand them a little bit better. But it's almost, again, like a blacking off with this heavy armor. So you need to take a couple layers off and allow some good things to come in. All right. I hope that makes sense for you. And that's the crocodile. Nice to see you. Oh, Lord. Okay, what's it say? I gotta look at it at the beginning. Watching at the same time, so I might not talk. Oh, that's okay, Chloe. I hope you're having a good dinner. What kills dogs? Oh, coyotes. Yeah, coyotes will kill dogs. Coyotes will kill anything they can get their hands on or their paws on. We used to have to, when I had all the horses, I had 12 and I had like 3 foals, and I was on 10 acres. And when certain times of the year would come in, we'd actually have to listen. We'd have to put the foals inside the barn, and we'd have to check on them, because the coyotes would come in and they'll pack up to get something bigger than them. So yeah, coyotes can be a little bit. I think that's what you're talking about, Janie. All right. Ooh, hi Pam49 from the UK. All right, Wilma, let's see what I can get for you. All right, here we go. Are you having fun in there, Pip? Mango, what's she doing in your cage? I don't think you want her in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I can't believe they're actually behaving. That's a little scary, I think. Okay, so here you go. Your card today is the Dove. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's like, I feel like you're the words that are coming through is peace and serenity, like you're looking for that at this point in your life right now, this time of your life. The dove always represents hope, right? Hope and peace. But this is about peace and serenity. Like, you want things to calm down a little bit within your life, and you're open to that, and you're open to new experiences, but you just want to kind of take it at a calm pace. And this is what I'm hearing. You're almost like I'll use the word because they're using it. Prayers, wants, wishes are at a point where, oh yeah, and by the way, guys, before I forget, at a point, we're done with retrograde as of yesterday. So we're out of that. But this is what I feel for you. It's like you're at this point in your life right now. You just want some peaceful calm, some serenity, some solitude, but when you want it, okay? And this is like what you're putting out to the world. So they are hearing you and they know what you want, and it will be coming back to you from the universe in good ways. And the other thing I'm being told to show you too is just remember that even small things can switch things up for you. So there's something or some situation that you're kind of like hoping, and the word I'm hearing is a little bit like calamity, it will settle, and you're just kind of slowly watching it go on and hoping that it comes back to you in a more calm state, in a better way, in a more positive way. So there's like tell her to celebrate the little joys, celebrate those little kind of things that you win or you do in your life and you go, yay, celebrate the small things, okay? Because the small things mean a lot more sometimes than the big things, those aha moments, right? The small things. And that's what they keep saying, peace and tranquility and small things, okay? So thanks, Wilma, for stopping on, and I hope that resonates with whatever's going on with you today, all right? And we can all take a lesson from that, right? Just put positives out there. And sometimes we all take that time, and there's, the world is so rushing by and there's so much stuff going on around us right now, and it's not all good, but we can make a difference. We can make a difference within our own circle of people and events and family and friends. We can make the difference one person at a time. We can even do that with nature. Like, okay, for instance, we're in spring, so everybody's already out there cleaning up their yards, cutting their. We're not done with that part of spring. We need the birds and the monarch butterflies and things that are coming in through migration, things that are just waking up from winter to be able to get out. The bees are out. They need to pollinate. And then after that, then you go out and clean your yards up. Then you go out and cut the grass. And you can save species by doing that. So just the little things, we can influence many things with our own life that expand out to the world. Okay? Okay, I'll get off that horse now. Hang on. Let's see. Hi, Cameron. How are you? Okay, that's a new name. I haven't heard that name before. Okay, let me go down here. Okay. Yeah, Myrtle, I can give you a card. I will give you a card. Pippi, you better not get in trouble in there. He doesn't play well with you. Oh, they're being crazy. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, ring that bell. All right, here we go. We have the wolf for you. Okay. Wolf is for you like a guardian. Okay, this is how the energy's coming through for you. Wolf is a guardian for you. It keeps you pushing on that right track. It keeps you heading in the right direction. It puts you to opportunities and things that are going on in your life. The wolf is a teacher. It's a teacher and a guide, and this is why it's coming through for you. Almost like, let me try to explain what they're showing me. Okay, it's almost like things will pop up and you'll be like, wow, I never thought of that, or wow, where did that come from? So you're being guided and pushed into things that are going to benefit your life and your walk here, your path, in positives. It's like they just keep nudging you. They're not shoving you, they're not pushing you hard, it's nudging you, and they're nudging you to go in the right direction. So listen to and pay attention to things that pop up in your life like that. And even if you don't know where they came from, at least give them the opportunity to show you, like I said, some positives. The wolf is a very strong guide to have around you. Lone wolves are not good, because lone wolves, people, I'll see people all the time go, oh yeah, my name is Lone Wolf. It's like, no, that's not a good thing, because lone wolves are put out to pass. They're either sick or they're injured. They just don't fit within the pack. And this wolf is part of that pack. And I feel like this particular wolf that's guiding you right now is an alpha. So it's an alpha female pushing you in the direction of some things that you need in your life to be able to balance. But the pack is behind you and they're all with you. So it's almost like they're nudging you, because I think there's been things that have happened in what I'll say is they're putting it like recent past that would kind of put you in that place of not wanting to be pushed or rushed through things. So this is why you're being gently nudged is the word they're using, okay? And you need to pay attention to those things because there's going to be some new things popping up, and they're going to kind of affect you in a way that's going to reach to your core, but not in a bad way. It's going to be a good way. It's like a teaching way. It's a aha moment of, wow, this is really what I was hoping for, or the clarity on things. Okay, so be open to that, what's coming through, and if you need assistance with that, ask the spirit lands, put it out to the universe. Just remember, what you do put out, make sure it's very specific, because it will be responded to very specifically. Okay, so that is your card today. It's the Wolf. Very strong card for you today. Very, very strong. I hope that resonates, and thanks for popping on today. I really appreciate it, Myrtle. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, here's another one. And I don't know if this is the person that I read for or not, but I need to be able to see your name. So give me a name. I think this is over in group on the Wolf and Bear. When you go in, you have to tell them who you are. And if you don't want to do that, just type your name so I know who I'm addressing, okay? All right. Okay, Margaret. Hi, Althea. How are you? Yep, I'm going to go down here. Let me see. Hi, Cheryl. You're cooking. Are you cooking me dinner? I want somebody to come over and cook me dinner. I don't want to cook today. Anybody want to come and cook me dinner? Yesterday, I didn't make much of a dinner. I ate sandwich and I made French fries. Really super thin shoestring French fries and fruit for dessert. That was my dinner yesterday. We had Mother's Day earlier in the week, so on Friday we had it with Grandma. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this is a beautiful card. Well, speaking of that, spring's here. Things are happening. Trees are starting to bud. Where I am, all the leaves aren't quite out yet. My lilac bush is starting to put buds on it, which is great because it's going to smell beautiful probably within the next week. And what do we have? We have the butterflies starting to come out. That's your card today. This is about creating for you, though. This isn't about spreading your wings. This isn't about drying your wings. It isn't about the process from the cocoon. This is about creativity for you. Be creative. They want you to be more creative in the way you approach things. It's the way you do things. Doesn't mean you have to go out and get some paint and paint a picture. That's not what they're talking about. But be creative in the way you approach things. And I'm seeing that probably from now until about, I don't know why they're giving me this date, but to June 6th, whatever that day is, you're going to have a real kind of opportunistic time that you can be really creative to manifest things that you want, to put things out there, to be noticed, to be acknowledged. But this is a real creative time for you to be able to do that. So use everything in you that you have and show the world who you are. Let it shine, girl. Put it out there and say, hey, this is what I do. This is who I am. I can add to whatever, okay? But they want you to just kind of grab it and harness it. And like the butterfly, the butterflies are beautiful. It's a beautiful time for you. So be more creative with yourself and do things a little bit differently. Shake it up a little bit. But it's going to be a good time for you right now. And just coming off that retrograde, like I said, and for whatever reason, they're giving me June 6th as like a target date. So for whatever's going on with you, just be more creative and open to those positives, okay? And that's what your card's telling me today. And it is the butterflies. So thank you so much for stopping in today. I appreciate it. And I hope that resonates for you, Afia. All right, let me see. Oh, Do 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 do. Okay, good. I'm sorry it made you tear up, but sometimes that's good, right? We get a hold of that and let it go, right? What are you cooking? What are you cooking? Oh, just saying hi to us all. Okay. Yep, I gave Deb a card. I am good. I hope you're good too. I hope everybody's good, right? Thanks, Kara. Kara, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. La 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 la. Okay, I'm gonna go down a little farther. I'm gonna go a little quicker too. So hang on here. La. Holy moly! I cannot believe. Woo, Miss Carrie Blackmore. Woo, I'm sorry. I am so sorry to hear that. But live each day, live each moment. We all have an expiration date. And if we put positives out around it, it can be good. Okay, it can help. I can tell you that 100 times over. So don't accept what people give you as a script. This is what's going on. This is what's going to happen. It just isn't that way. We put into it, we can get more back out of it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it can happen. I'll tell you really, really brief. Okay. So my birth mom fell in November. She broke her femur and she got ill. She was 82. Didn't come back from it, a lot of reasons. And she passed on December 1st. February 11th, I fell, broke my femur, and I just found out over the weekend it was in the exact same spot that my birth mom broke. And I missed the femoral artery. I didn't shatter my hip. I didn't shatter my bone. I just have to work with the muscles right now. And they look at that and they were like, wow, you did this and that and this and that. And, everybody, which I didn't know, I had done the same thing as my birth mom. And they were all scared because of what just happened to my birth mom. We're all different. We all have a different genetic makeup. We all have different things going on and even different ways of approaching things. So don't put yourself down the rabbit hole of despair. Look at your life with joy and happiness and bring those positives into you. Meantime, let's see what I got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, that pretty much fits just what I said. All right, so your card today is the lion. Okay, hear yourself roar, no pun intended. Okay, you have the courage. When the lion shows up, it's about how we hold ourselves, right? How we look upon ourselves, how we relate to what's going on with us and put that into the world. Okay, so don't say, I will be lucky too. Don't say that. Don't put that out. You need to roar. You need to know and dig from the deepest parts of you to have that courage to be able to deal with this stuff. You're very capable of dealing with many things. Actually, they show me like you have three, let me see how they do this. It's like 3 sticks, right? And you got one and you're swinging a plate and then you're swinging a thing of plates and you're going like this and you got all kinds of plates spinning and you're capable. You can do that. You have to reach down and have that courage to ask people to assist you, to put those positives out, to know that each day is a gift for any of us. We never know when we're going to go. We never know from day to day what's going to happen or how things will occur that will, in fact, definitely imprint on us and may change the direction of our path. But you have to have the courage to meet it head on, even when it's hard. But you have all that in you. You have all that unconditional love that you put out for your family and friends. It's there. So put a little bit, open a little bit up for you so that comes back to you. And stand with courage and roar. You know, if you're mad about what's going on, tell the world outside, step outside. Just like I said earlier, scream. I had a really rager of a weekend this weekend, and I had to honor those emotions, just like you have to honor those emotions. Don't bury them, deal with them, and move on. Because I will tell you, if you fall down that rabbit hole of despair or depression or just that dark place we all can get at times in our lives, that's going to take a lot of your life spirit from you, your lifeline, your joy, your it will bring negative things towards you. And it's something that I didn't even realize I had been doing for years. And I had somebody that I was working with before the holidays, and I didn't even realize I was doing that. I was not allowing positives to come in. I was not allowing the healing to come in. So you have to allow for that. And that's your card today. And I love you. Tap me off on Messenger. Let me know what's up. All right. I love you very much. Okay. And so does everybody here. All right. Let's see. Shannon. Good. Good. I'm glad. You know, it's kind of oh, okay, Kaz. I see. Okay, no problem. That's so funny. And look at the picture on the Facebook user, Kaz, is showing a guy. That's showing a guy. So that's pretty funny. Okay, so let me see what I can do for you, Kaz. The other one wasn't you, though. The other one was somebody else because I got inboxed. All right, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. No blood back there, you guys. You little twits. Oh, man. All right, so your card today is the red fox. Okay, I love fox. They're sneaky little things. Right now, a lot of people up here that have chicken coops and stuff aren't really happy with them. But it's spring, they got to feed their babies, right? Okay, so for you, steady path. Steady path. I see this coyote just walking down the road. And I'll say that because that's how they do up here in the woods. You'll see them just crossing the road or walking down the road. Close to woods, but not quite. And this is what I see is just a consistency of walking down the road, not waiting for something. You're not looking for something. It's just walking down the road. Fox are really smart, and they use their environment and the life around them to create opportunities, okay? And this is what I'm being told for you. As you're walking down this road, there's issues and things that you want to be able to solve. So these opportunities will be coming up. You just have to pay attention to it so that when it does, you'll recognize it. And then you'll be able to put it into motion. You'll be able to act on it. But this is because the fox are extremely smart. They can figure things out in ways that kind of like dogs, smart dogs, you know. Not all dogs are smart, but the smarter breeds, like a German Shepherd, I would put it to it like a German Shepherd or a Dobe, things that are like used for because they're smart. This is the way the fox is walking for you right now. So just take the time that you need, and I'm gonna lock you in, Mango. The time that you need, and it's like just keep walking that path, and you'll be fine. It's not gonna hurt. The time, however long it takes or doesn't take, it doesn't matter. It's all at your own pace. But just take that one step at a time, and don't panic. Don't overthink. I'm being told that really loud. Don't overthink. Kind of be more like the fox and just watch for the proper opportunities so that when they pop up, you're in kind of in the place that you need to be able to take on that opportunity. Okay, so that is your card, Kaz, and it's the red fox. All right, thanks for being on and making it clear who you were. That was pretty funny. Okay, so hang on. Yeah, I am good. See, all these people keep asking me how good you are, and I don't know who you is. I'm going down. Hi, Gail. How are you? Thank you. I appreciate that. Awesome. That's awesome. You know, I think it's always good. I enjoy talking to people, and you know what? We all need that person to listen once in a while. Yep. Miss Cheryl, yeah, I can give you a card, no problem. Hey, let me just run this down a little bit farther. Sometimes hi Simon, how are you? Sometimes I miss people that I don't see because I'm dilly dallying, right? I'm dilly dallying. All right, so hang on, yeah. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Cheryl. All right, Cheryl, you've got the cow. Okay, I know this is a silly picture, but I don't care. I love cows. This is about, okay, all right. Okay, the cows bring in a few different things, especially because they have 3 stomachs, so they're ruminating. They ruminate over things. That's where the term comes from when you're brooding or you're trying to think through things, right? But this today is not about ruminating. It's about this cow is out in the middle of the field, just enjoying its day, munching on the hay field. Okay, this is all about being in the moment. You need to live and be in those moments. Don't worry about when they're coming, just be ready when they're there. This is the time for you. This is the time that you need to take for yourself and just enjoy the simple pleasures, the simple joys of just being, okay? And I'm just seeing this cow just idly walking through the hayfield, just enjoying itself, enjoying what beauty's around it, enjoying the plentiful food that's around it. It's just enjoying. And this is what I'm being told. You need to kind of put yourself on the first ring of the ladder this time and take care of you for the next at least few days. Just be kind to yourself. Give yourself the kudos, the pats on the back for everything that you've accomplished. Just kind of revel in that right now. And I think it's really funny because I really don't ever remember a time where they've shown me the cow this way, but she's just kind of enjoying her life. And cows are, I can't tell you enough. I know we use them for food and that, but when they're little, even when they're older, they have so much compassion. They're like big dogs. My friend had a farm of dairy cows, and when the new calves would come in and they grew up with all the people that were, they love people. I mean, they think they're a dog. They'll even, if you're sitting somewhere, they'll come right up and just lean right into you. This is the attitude that you need to have over the next few days. Enjoy your time for you. Enjoy what's going on or things that you want to do for nobody else but you. Just enjoy it, revel in it, you know. That's all I can tell you. And like I said, I wish I could be like this cow right now out in the middle of the field just chilling, not a care in the world. And that's what you need to do for the next 3 days or so, because there's going to be stuff coming in that are going to need your attention after that. So right now it's kind of building up that relaxing energy so that you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way. Okay, Cheryl, that's your card today, and it is the cow. I love that. I hope it resonates. I love that. I just love that. You sure can. No, 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 moo moo. No, moo moo. You cannot come in. Yep, you can have a card. Woo! Okay, let's see what we got for you today. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, you have the Crystal Keepers. Okay, so your card is the Crystal Keepers. Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, all right, hang on. Yep. Okay, yep, okay. All right, so I'm supposed to show you this, and I'm going to show you this. And this is green amethyst, okay? I don't know that you guys can actually see it's green. This is a point, okay? And these are like green amethyst stones, okay? A lot of people didn't even know that they were a thing, right? But what I'm being shown in this particular one, and is got a lot of inclusions in the side. And if I sat and looked at it, I can actually, let's see if I see it. I see a skull in there. I see a hawk in there. I see a bear in the inclusions. So everything that's in there is different, right? Everything. And you can see it because their inclusions are like the bursts that are inside of the crystals. And you can see this one has different kinds of inclusions, right? And everywhere you turn it, it's something different. And this is what we are, okay? Each of us is really unique and different. Each of us have different things hidden within our core that sometimes we let out so other people can see, and sometimes they're just for us, and that's okay. And this is all about your individuality. This is all about who you are. This is all about accepting who you are and loving that person you are, and faults and all, okay? Because inclusions, okay, this one's really cool too. This one is really clear at the top, and look at the bottom. I actually see butterflies and a hawk in here, but the inclusions are in the bottom. So every one of them is different, right? Just like all of us. And this is what you have to understand. You have to put yourself that you're good. You're great. I love you. I'm looking in the mirror and I love that person looking back in my mirror. And this one always comes up with you. It's getting clearer for you, but there's still some inclusions that are within that you have to learn to accept, good, bad, or indifferent. And it's okay, because, you know, I have crap in my life too. You know, things I've done in my life that I am not really proud of in my younger years, you know. I wish I could go back, but I can't. So you have to just put love out to the world, understand what happened, understand what's going on, and just be you. And this is what they're telling me to tell you. Each crystal is unique. Each person is unique. So revel in the person that you are. Okay, I love you much, and that's your card, the Crystal Keepers. Okay, all right. I gotta go down a little bit. I'm glad. I'm really glad it made sense for you. You're very happy, very welcome. Okay, woo. Where's Jillian? Yeah, you know what? Big birthday. Birthdays are kind of, what would I say? Kind of like, to me, you know, everybody says, oh, how old you are. I had somebody the other day go, oh my God, you're not older than I am. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Age is what we make of it, you know. Sometimes my body feels like I'm 180, but I'm not. So yeah, you know, different things for different folks, right? All right, so let me see what I get for you. Happy birthday, by the way. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, hello. This makes your card today is the blue heron. Okay, herons are awesome. They are. They're not here yet. I wish they were, but it's going to be probably more the end of the month where they're going to show up because the migration is just starting up here. But the herons are all about just taking life slowly. You know, you guys have heard me, if you've been here before, when I've pulled the card, it's, you know, herons can move so slow. You don't even see them pick the foot up. It takes them so long to take that next step. They're very careful in how they walk through water so that they can catch the food that they need, whether it's frogs or fish or whatever. And this about you right now, though, is the opposite. It's like you are taking steps way too slow in your life, that you're missing some things that are going on. But the reason you're taking them so slowly, I feel fear. You can't put fear into your life and expect it to make you feel happy. You have to have more confidence in yourself, like the heron does. As it's stepping and moving where it needs to be, it's actually getting everything that it needs to survive, okay? But if you walk too slow, you might miss things. And this is what I'm saying. It's like you're like going to take a step, and it's like, nope. and then another leg goes up. Oh, nope, can't do it, can't do it. And then you just kind of shrink into yourself, and you put up the barriers and you put up the walls, and you're like, I don't know. And then a little while later, you like crack up, well, maybe I should try it again. Well, maybe. And you make a little room for you to be able to go out and actually do things. And then you get there and it's like, nope. And you go back. Okay. This is not how you walk through life. This is not how we need to, as humans, step through our own lives on our paths, because it just doesn't help us to be able to enjoy the good things. Negative things are always going to be there because they're the opposite of good things. If we didn't have negative things, we wouldn't know how things that were so good for us would show up. It would be kind of boring, actually, because you'd never know what was good because everything's good. That's not life. We're here to experience it. That was our contracts that we had, that we made before we even came into this world. So this is what you got to do. You got to let go of that fear. You got to open up a little bit. You got to take those risks. And don't put out there you're fearful of this, that, or the other thing. Because if you do that, then naturally, I'm fearful, like me, okay? I'm fearful right now I would fall if I made a statement like that. And I keep telling my kids, I'm not fearful about it. If it happens, it happens. I can't do anything to change it. I'm not fearful. Therefore, I'm making conscious efforts when I walk. I either have a cane around me, or if I go outside, I have a cane with me. I have a walker in the house that goes everywhere with me that I have Phoenix sit on, so he loves that. But I always have something as I'm progressing and healing with my injury I had. You have to do that, but you also have to move forward. So that's what's going on with you right now, and that's what they're showing me. I hope it resonates for you. And happy birthday. I have everybody wish her a happy birthday to Jillian, okay? All right, that's your card, Miss Jillian. I love you very much. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to go down a little bit more. Hi, Natalie. Hi, how are you? I'll go a little farther down, too. Hang on, I just got to kind of see. Okay, let's see where we are. Okay, Miss Natalie, let's see what I can get you. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wow. 72 cards. 72 cards, and I'll be darned if your card don't get what she got just a minute ago, okay? The heron, the blue heron. Yours is a little different, though. Yours is about enjoying the victory, because I'm seeing the heron as it steps forward catching fish, okay? The bounty. So this right now for me is showing, because I kind of explained what they do anyway as they walk forward, and they're, you know, when they're coming in, when they're flying over the house, because they sound like dinosaurs. I always call them the flying pterodactyls because they're very big. I didn't even realize how big they were until I was sitting out by my seawall, and one landed in front of me, and it was below my seawall and where I was sitting, and it was still like up to my eyebrows. They're huge birds. This is all about the bounty. It's like what's coming in for you right now is really positive. It's like you planted all these seeds, and now it's time for you to go and pick and choose what's blossomed and bloomed for you and bring those positives into your life. This is a very, I'll use the word fertile, okay? Like grass, you know, you put sod and you put stuff to feed your grass, and it becomes very fertile, and the soil becomes fertile. This is what's going on with you right now. So you need to kind of benefit from what you put out there for yourself, and it's coming in. So you go in and you kind of start going through it, and then because you've made that so fertile, you want to plant more to be able to manifest more in the future months that are coming up. So this is really good. And like I said, I see this, the blue heron is down there. It's catching what it needs. It's taking what it needs back for its young. And it's just really fertile time for you. So make sure you, put those things out you want to manifest, because this is the time. And I'm seeing like the number 14. So I want to say that it's more referring to 14 days, but you need to do some work and make sure what you put out there is stuff that you want to manifest for yourself. Okay, Natalie? And that is your card today, and I hope it resonates for you well. So, guys, I've been on an hour, well, a little over that, I think. Yep. Been over a little over about an hour and 15 minutes. I love all of you very, very much, and I thank you for joining us today. And I hope you've gotten something from some of the insights even other people have gotten. And don't forget, I'm on tomorrow with Holly Jenkins. We're going to be talking about skinwalkers and Sasquatch. So bring your evidence, bring your questions, and we're going to try to fool around and toss that subject around a little bit. Okay, so until tomorrow and next Tuesday, you guys all have a great week, and it's Bear out.
Yeah. Cool. What? Bye, Bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, Bear, my bear, my bear.